we had dinner, just fellowship, dinner, meeting. How good it is to be here. It is so special, and it only really happens a few times a year. It's a good thing. Okay, I am going to share about angel charms again and briefly, but I'm going to start out with, I have a flyer here. I will email it to every president of all of the chapters. It is the Rocky Mountain Region CMA Ladies Conference. It's going to be in Salt Lake City. It's in Sharon Villaseñor is the speaker. It is October 4th through 6th. And I'm planning on going. I really want to go. So this is the only one I brought. Like I say, I'll make sure it's emailed to everyone. Not everyone of you, sorry, the presidents. We will get it to everyone. And I really encourage the ladies to go. I think this is going to be awesome. So the registration fee is $15 for adults, $10 for children. Children is age 10. The girls 10 through 17. $75 for your room, and they said we can stuff as many as we want in a room for $75. But ride information, any of that, I will be the go-to person to anybody that's interested. I just want to make sure that all of you presidents get that information out to your ladies, and if there's any interest at all, get them to contact me. And we will get set up to go in October. The next thing is I was asked by the Wyoming, the wife of the Wyoming state coordinator, if we could find, they're looking, but they want us to look too for a place that we could hold a ladies' retreat or conference somewhere on the Montana-Wyoming border where we could do this together. So it would be Wyoming, Montana. Of course, I geared right in on buildings because I'm thinking they might know of something. It could be a church. It could be a Holiday Inn like this. I mean, it could be a motel with a conference room. Don't know what it'll be, but I'm putting this out to you so that you can help, because I have no ideas. I'm a blank on that. You might have something to help me there. And that won't happen this year, I don't think, but it could happen next year. So we could do a dual thing there. Angel charms. The angel charms will not let you be a couch potato, I guarantee that. They have turned out to be the most phenomenal ministry, period. I'm not putting down the tracks at all, but I don't think I have ever walked up to anybody and said, would you like this? I can walk up to anybody, anywhere, anytime. I cannot think of any situation that is not applicable that I can walk up to somebody, or there's a conversation going, or something's going on, and I say, would you like an angel charm? Now, so many years ago when angels became the popular thing, angels everything. I'm not really selling angels, I'm selling God. Selling, that's not the right word. But the card says, this angel is cute and sweet, but real angels are mighty warriors of God. I'm paraphrasing now. This angel is to remind you that he knows, he hears, and he cares. Gary Devenbach gave a testimony last night. It was just phenomenal. I mean, he has touched lives with the use of this tool, these angel charms, in a way that you could, but this makes it so easy to approach anybody, to give to anybody. It's been phenomenal. Now, just a quick story. I came a little armed and dangerous with my information. I have information for you gals that you can order, guys too, I'm not leaving you out, sorry. You can order the basics. I've got it down now. The basics. You can make beautiful, exquisite angel charms to give away with the basics. And what I left off of that sheet, oh, by the way, come and see me for that sheet. The little key ring. It is we're putting them on key rings now because we're getting them free. That's why. I worked at a car dealership, and when they check in new or used cars, they have a tag and they have a little bag of key rings. They don't use all those key rings. Some of those dealerships throw them away, what they don't use. And so I have one dealership in Missoula, which was the one that I worked at, of course, that I've been getting key rings from. So last week I thought, okay, there's this man, he's a car salesman. He's probably the most phenomenal car salesman in Montana, maybe in the world. And he's got that personality, and he loves people. I didn't know if he was a believer or not. And I was honestly a little nervous. And so I prayed about it. I said, well, Lord, I don't know what he's going to say. I mean, you know, he's going to get the card, he's going to get the whole thing, because I'm going to take it in, I'm going to show him what we're doing. I'm going to ask him, if you guys have any extras, would you save them for me? And he went completely nuts over these angel charms, to a point that he just blew me away. I ended up leaving everything I had with him. But this was really cool. I didn't know where Mark stood, and I had made one red. It was all red, and he said, "This one's mine. Jesus died on the cross for my sins." Oh. Amen. The next one, he said, this one, he said, "I have a doctor friend in the hospital with a brain aneurysm." He said, "I'm taking it to him tonight." How many more of these things do you have? And then he said, I said, "Mark, you can have them all. You can just have them all. Do what you want with them." And he said, "What do these cost you to make?" And I said, "Oh, you know, not much." "Well, they cost you something." And he said, "Well, yeah, this is a ministry." He said, "I'm going to write you a check." He said, "I'll put it in the mail." So that was last week. There isn't a person in here that has been doing these that cannot tell you a story. An incredible story. I've known Mark for years, and we've never had a conversation like this. There you go. Angel charms. They're incredible. We touched on it last night. The fellowship within the chapters has changed. Larry, how long have we been in CMA? 100 years. Feels like only 50. The fellowship and the ministry within our chapters has changed because of these. As women now, and the men have made them too, so I'm not leaving you out, but as the ladies go, we've gotten to know each other better. We're fellowshipping. We're getting together, we're making them. Last week, the Missoula chapter met. I think we made 175 angels. I think I'm going to put my foot out again. I'm going to say we're working on 1,000 this year. Butte, I think Butte's working on about the same thing. I'm looking at Jean. I think between 800, somewhere 800,000, between those two chapters, they both gave out that much. Just last summer. Hospital ministry has been enormous with these. Oh, one more story. Do I have time? Larry had surgery, and so we have the angel charms, and the nurses are there. "Would you like an angel charm?" And this gal said, "Got mine." And we figured it out. She wears it to work every single day. We figured it out. That's when Steve Reeves was in the hospital and died last year, and she wears her angel charm to work every single day. So it's, like I say, it's story after story. I came with a sheet that I prepared of ordering directions from Fire Mountain Gems, from Super Time Beads, that will give you the numbers. You can do anything. I mean, there's more than that, but these are the basics. And if that's all you ordered, you will have gorgeous, gorgeous angel charms just from that. And we can go from there.
Liz, where did they originate from?
Gail Stringham and Kathy Palazzolo started this ministry. Gail Stringham, wherever she goes, whether she's at National, wherever she goes, she's got a little box with her and tools, and you'll find her, and she's sitting at a table, and she's making angel charms, and she's teaching somebody else to make angel charms. And when we were down in Salt Lake, at the Superbike meeting, Superbike races, they had the gals, when you're busy, they take, it's a hat, boot, coat check, and it's busy when everybody's coming. It's a 4-mile, it's phenomenal down there. And so when they're kind of done coming in, it's not busy anymore, so what's happening? They're sitting down making angel charms. And then they give them to the ladies, they just give them by the handful. Walk out amongst the people, start talking to people, giving out angel charms, talking to people. What she has added to that is she has set up a table outside now where the women can come. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, well, would you like to make your own? Would you like to pick your own colors out? Would you like to make your own? It gives them more time to talk to them. So everywhere, if you were at National last year last year in Moses Lake, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In Moses Lake, Gail was sitting, she was at a table with ladies, of course, and behind registration, and the angel charms were being made. Everywhere this lady goes, angel charms are being made. Everywhere we go with her, if you're in a restaurant, you wait outside because Gail's still inside, because she's captured a couple waitresses, or they captured her, and she's giving them angel charms and talking to them. So it is, in my opinion, the most phenomenal ministry. It is a ministry, and I have encouraged all of the chapters. So I'll say it one more time, to help support this financially, because it is a ministry. It is not a moneymaker. But we've got it down to pennies, literally. You guys,
Yeah.
we do.
How much? What did you about $1.15 a charm? Is that what you do?
Not even close. Steve just said about $1.15. I was showing Jean my little teeny tiny one with the tiny angel wing and the seed beads that I used, and I said I might have 5 cents in this.
Okay, so they're
I might.
25 cents.
And if the beads are garage sale beads or off of an old necklace or something, you don't even count that. So max, if you use some great big beads and wings and gorgeous, and by the way, we need to do more of those, maybe 25 cents, 25 cents.
It's a lot of mileage on a quarter.
It's a lot of mileage out of a quarter. So I am going to, I did mention Fire Mountain, and I did mention Super Time. Super Time Beads is a wholesale only place. If you have somebody in your chapter that has a business that is willing to use his tax ID number, you can get on and order from Super Time Beads yourselves. At the moment, I'm the only one that's been doing that, and I have been doing that. So 2 gals have already given me money. You don't have to give me money today, but give me what you want. So Super Time Beads, I order the wings and I order the spacers. That is the cheapest place you will get them, period. And then the other thing is the cards, and Chad is going to work on the cards, and we need to know how many cards you want this year. So right off, I mean, we started out with 500 last year in this little chapter. I think all the chapters got a box of 500. I think several of those chapters are going to go for 1,000. Easy to start. So if you give me that information by seasons, I will have for you the spacers, the wings, and the cards that you will need. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Like she said, my testimony last night on the angel charms, she released those, but I want to make a challenge, not to the women, but to the guys. When you hand out the angel charms to somebody that you see is down, it is amazing the sparkle you see in their eye when you give it to them. I mean, the testimony I gave was last year, day after our rally last year. I had some ladies give me some of the angel charms. I walked into one of our restaurants. The gal I was waiting on my table, I gave her one of them angel charms. She broke out and cried. She said that was her daughter's birthday, who died when she was 9 years old. And she was struggling that whole day. it made her day. I just gave out some of it this year to some ladies at work I work with. One of them is struggling with breast cancer. And every time I see her, she's been going for chemo. She just went in for 6th time this last week, her 6th treatment. She goes in later this month for breast cancer surgery. But every time she comes to work, she comes up to me and asks me to pray for her. Got another gal that I gave it to, her stepdaughter, her husband, her stepdaughter. Found out yesterday morning, just passed away, 32 years of age. I gave her one. She comes up to me and asks me to pray for her. Yesterday, Thursday morning, Jackie and I have been following with one of our co-workers who just put her husband in a nursing home, and she's struggling a lot too. And she just popped in at work to say hi to everybody, and I had an angel charm in my pocket, and I made sure I gave it to her, and it brightened her day up too. It lifts up people great. I praise girls for doing it. Thank you.
Good.